The last time I had a look at the Roe Street bike lane construction in Northridge was back in early December. So this is about 7 weeks later in late January. And let's just see how far construction has progressed since then. Now, all this part here was finished off in 2022, although for some reason only that bit I just rode through has been touched up with green paint. I don't know why this section here, which I think this was open last time I was here, I can't remember. No, I think this was blocked off. Oh, who knows? But why have they not done this in some kind of paint? And yeah, Sunday morning you got to watch the great big horse poos. That's going to be the mounted police doing patrols around Northbridge on the weekends. This was very early on a Sunday morning, so they're always out keeping an eye on the late night revelers. Now you can see what they've done along here is they've put in these great big concrete islands to separate the vehicle traffic from the bike traffic, and yeah, there must have been a couple of horses because there's another pile of poo you had to dodge around. And I've got a kind of a mixed view of these islands, but look, it's one of these things where I'm going to reserve judgment until it's completed and then see how it works, because I think it's very rough on the designers to say, oh, this is never going to work, when they're only halfway through the job. Let them finish the job, let it settle down, let people get used to it, let them do whatever fine-tuning is necessary, and then pass judgment on it. Don't jump the horse and say, oh, this is Australia's worst bike lane because of, I don't know, you want to get some clicks. But what we're looking at here is engineering and trying to learn some lessons from it. Now this part along here, obviously, the bike lane is all closed off, and this section has been absolute mayhem as far as road closures and detours and stuff goes. And I thought, oh, well, that's as far as I'm going to get today. And then I thought, no, stuff it. I'll do a U-turn. And there's actually a fenced off part on the other side of the road. I'll just go down there and have a look. And being early on a Sunday, no problems, hopefully, fingers crossed, with having head-on collisions with people coming the other way, because this is quite a narrow path. If there was a cyclist coming the other way, I think one of us would have to pull over and stop and let the other one through. And you can see those great big orange things down the bottom. They stick out quite a bit, and some of them stick out more than others, and you've got to be pretty darn careful. But over on the right, well, in fact, all the way along here, you can see they've done a lot of digging up of the road the whole way across to relocate services and lay down a big, thick chunk of concrete as the foundation. And I think this is taking a long time and probably costing a lot of money because it's got the same issues that they had in Sydney with the light rail going down George Street. Heaps of electrical, gas, sewage, water, all sorts of other lines running under there, which everyone had probably forgotten about. And they had to be discovered, dug up, repaired, relocated, all that kind of thing. I mean, you can see here, it's not just building a bike lane. There's all this other stuff that's going in here, which might be, I don't know, overhead lighting and all sorts of things. So I think that's probably the main explanation for why it's taking such a long time to get this thing built. It's not just a matter of going, oh yeah, we'll build a curb and that'll do. We've created some space for cyclists and it's all done. No, they're doing a heck of a lot more here. There's a lot of subsurface work they're doing, and the bike lane is really just, I guess, the top 5% of it. Anyway, that's the end of the bike lane. Until next time.